Hello, Caroline here. I'm sorry that I have been absent for the last couple of weeks. Work has been quite exhausting, where on my days off, I concentrate more on cleaning up the house and napping, of course. But here I am back with my February 2020 bullet journal setup. Before I get into the setup though, let's have a little flip through. My January theme has been so much fun preparing. I just love the night sky, moon, and stars themes. I also tried out gouache paint for the first time and tried to use both watercolors and gouache paint more often. I think the spreads turned out quite cute. Let's get into my February 2020 setup. I was wondering what to do for my February theme, since I didn't want to do the cliché, which is Valentine's themed and hearts, but I came up with something similar. A folding fan with cherry blossoms on them, a theme I have not seen anyone do yet. Also, in the spread, I used a Dutch door on the cover page. For the cover page, I sketched out a big fan that goes across both sides, leaning more towards the right side, where the Dutch door will be. The entire spread was just made with Sakura Pigma Microns and Crayola Supertips pens, so very easy to replicate. I outlined the fan with a thicker pen and then individual fan folds with a thinner pen. At first I wanted to make the handles brown, but I didn't like how it looked, so later on I changed it to black, which I liked so much more. I also did a mistake where I forgot the little gap between the paper of the fan and the handles, so I corrected it with a white gel pen. The little cherries on the design of the fan were in different sizes, some floating away, some still attached to the branches. I drew the cherry blossoms first before painting in the stems. For the title, I used two Crayola Supertips pens and used the lighter shade as base and a darker shade on the bottom, and then added a drop shadow with a Sakura Pigma Micron. Let's move on to the calendar. For that, I used the same colors and opted to put the calendar in the middle of the page because I wanted to black out the area on the right where the Dutch door is visible. The individual boxes are 4x4 dots, and the title is in the same style as the title page. After I finished the calendar, I blacked out the area where the Dutch door is visible, and I was scared that I ran out of black ink, that's why it's a little patchy. Onto the expense tracker. My last expense tracker, I had only one page, but I needed more space, so I made it a double page this time. And we're almost done! Let's do the first week page. For that, I placed a small fan on the left bottom corner in the same style as the cover page. Then I added the weekdays in the same font style and another fan on the upper right hand corner. And that's it for the setup. We are at the end of the video. All the materials I used, you can find in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!